Hello and good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's February 4th,
Yeah.
and it's time for us to be here. I'm here. I'm Shane. I am here. I'm the voice. I'm not the man in the studio. The man in the studio. We have somebody in the studio with us. It is a man. And out of everybody here, the best hair. It's not chat. There's nobody in chat that has the best hair. It's not me. It's Doug, actually. Hello, Doug.
Hey, Shane Kerr. I'll take that.
Sure,
Actually,
it's just the best hair out of us, though. It's not like a wider statement.
you know what? A win's a win.
I'll take a win.
Yeah.
Hey, Flux, how's it going?
Hey guys.
How you
Hey,
doing
Flux.
tonight? Can you see the chat fine, Doug?
I can. But now in my new positioning, I'm kind of like, I got my back to the camera. I got a dirty. Well, it's not a dirty shirt. I got cat hair on my shirt.
That's the life of owning a cat, isn't it?
Two of them. Whoa.
2 cats.
This one might be
Actually,
in my way a wee bit, but I'll adjust.
You had posted on the interwebs earlier today. You have a new plant in your studio. Is it the one that's behind the easel there?
Back there? Yeah.
And you had a picture where the cats were eating or lying on it. They had pulled it over and
Yeah. They're complete assholes. They ever since that plant's come in, Stanley has eaten and thrown up about, I don't know, a good portion of it, and then Vivian likes to like jump in it and get her paws dirty, and then knock it over, and then I assume that's what she did this morning, and then they were just like completely lying in it, like, I'm at the beach. Life's amazing. It's how I'm meant to be. I'm not a couch cat. I'm a bush cat.
So how do you combat that? Like, what's the plan here?
You just give them more love, because that's all I can do.
Right.
And then you just like clean up the mess and put the plant back. What would you do?
Beat them.
I know, but they don't know why you're beating them. They just are like,
Yeah, and I wouldn't beat them.
no.
I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. Yeah. I would probably just never get plants.
Yeah, but you see, producer Kevin said I need to have like a more welcoming space, and we thought plants would help. So that's why I got a plant. You know?
I do know.
Stanley wants to say hi.
Hey, Stanley, how you doing? How you doing, buddy?
He's good.
He's looking good. I gotta tell you.
He's a little chunky.
Good.
I'm putting them on a little of a weight loss program, and by weight loss, I'm just feeding them less.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you lose weight.
Yeah. So tonight, Shane,
So what are we
working? Oh, well, I was just going to tell you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. What are we working on today?
I'm going to keep working on my Peruvian painting of this house. And I'm moving into more of the requests from the client was like, my mom really loves Impressionism. Can you adapt some of that style into it? And actually, it's pretty cool because about a year and a half ago, actually no, about 2 years ago, I went to the local art college and did like a night course about Impressionism, because I was like, I don't really paint that way normally. I just wanted to expand my skill set. So yeah, it's kind of been serendipitous and timing. So it's kind of cool to like get this opportunity to keep using those new skills and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Now you get to flex the muscles.
Well,
Them
you know
impressionist muscles.
If you're gonna have muscles, you might as well flex them.
Right?
I think so.
So I'm very ignorant to the styles
Yeah, yeah,
and the painting in general. So what makes an impressionist painting an impressionist painting?
yeah. Well, Impressionism is kind of a came about in the French. It was a group, Monet, Degas. They were kind of the two more famous ones. But essentially, what had happened with the modernism of paint coming in. Well, thanks, Stan. That's nice of you to make all that noise. Um, with paint coming in tubes at that time, instead of like artists before would have to like make their own paint. So they were able to go out and do like plein air painting, and just pull the paint right from the tube and work right that way, kind of direct. And that was what really allowed them to work quite fast. And the idea was not to have layers and layers of paint on top of one another. It was more about like working wet on wet. So you would get more of like a loose blend between the paint. So it would mix on the canvas a bit more, and you would have that kind of looser blend, as opposed to like glazing was really popular prior to Impressionism.
What's glazing?
You would work in some like a sometimes like a tempera egg wash, things like that. So you would almost put like a layer of paint down, glaze over it, and that would kind of give you a more playfulness within the paint to kind of come up with different techniques. But where this is more like paint on paint, it just has a different blending finish to it as opposed
Oh, I
to
see.
glazing.
So you would like paint one layer and then glaze it, and then you'd paint on top of that, and the paints wouldn't mix.
Right, yeah. Where the Impressionism way is a bit more about like have them side by side, and however they play together is a-okay.
And then the paints just kind of mix all up in each other.
That's right.
Is it what kind of paints?
I'm
You
using
said
acrylic.
this is like the first time it was tubes, but back then, what was it?
Probably more oil back then. Yeah.
And which is the ones that you mix on a palette?
That could be acrylic or oil.
Okay, so
Yeah.
same sort of, that process is similar.
Yeah, the difference between the two is one is oil based and the other is water based. So the oil based ones take longer to dry, and the water based ones are a bit quicker that way.
Are the water-based ones easier to mix colors?
It's six of one, half dozen of another. Actually, I would say generally people find oils are a bit richer in color.
Right.
But it's just that it has that built-in sheen. You know, it's like I don't know what to equate it to. I was going to use olive oil and butter, but maybe olive oil and water. That kind of idea.
Cool.
Yeah,
Olive oil and butter.
yeah. Because sometimes acrylics can be buttery.
What does Bob Ross use?
If I'm not mistaken, and I very well could be, I believe he was an acrylic fella.
It's titanium white. I know that.
Well, that's the coloring, but that can come in many, many, many shapes
Oh,
and
I
forms.
see.
Yeah.
Same with phthalo blue,
That's the one. You know it.
Van Dyke brown. I know
I
all
don't.
those colors because he rolls them across the bottom of the screen.
Who is Van Dyke? What's and what's? I don't know that one.
Van Dyke brown?
No, don't know it.
Van Dyke brown color. Let's see. By Sherwin Williams.
Oh yeah,
No,
they're pretty well
that
known.
can't be right.
That is right. That sounds right.
Also known as Castle Earth or Cologne Earth, is a dark brown color named after the painter Anthony Van Dyke.
So not Dick Van Dyke.
No, apparently not. The color was could be his father. The color was originally made from peat or soil and has been applied both as watercolor and oil paints. Today, the pigment is made by combining asphalt-like black and iron oxide.
Mm-hmm.
So let me look at this guy's paintings. Anthony Van Dyke. It's interesting because it's called Van Dyke Brown, spelled Dyke,
Yeah.
and Anthony Van Dyke is DYCK.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at this man.
Handsome?
I love this guy. I don't know if this is a painting he did or if this is a self-portrait, but it's the first picture that comes up. Let me pull this up.
Yeah,
This
please
is
do.
quite something. Let me find a way to get this to you guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this might be a this must be a self-portrait.
Is that it with the big flower?
Yeah, hold on. I want to show stream too.
I love him.
I love him.
Wasn't there a magician who looked like that? A pretty famous one? Doug something?
Doug Belding.
No, but close.
Look at this man, guys. Look at this fancy man. Oh, I love his mustache.
Wow. I mean, like, people say I'm fancy, but I'm not that fancy.
That his coat is amazing. Sunflower, he's just touching very lightly with one finger.
But it's that Chanel bag strap that he's got going on there.
Yeah, and look what he's doing with it with this hand. Like, this is pretty interesting. So this must be a self-portrait, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's some pretty fancy stuff. Pretty fancy stuff.
I'd say he
So
likes
that's
himself
Anthony
a little bit.
Van Dyke.
And that's what the Brown's after?
Yeah, the Van Dyke Brown is named after that man.
After that. Okay.
After that man. He was a Flemish Baroque artist who became the leading court painter in England after success in southern Netherlands and Italy.
Sounds like he's a big deal.
He was, born in the 22nd of March in 1599. And he lived till 1641, so he lived to be 42 years old. Wow.
My God. Well, wow, I wonder how old he was in that painting. He looks older.
1633. So what's that make him? That's 8 years before he died.
So 42, he's like 34.
34 in that picture.
Wow. Love it. He's living his best life.
Yeah, he's got some. It's a lot of portraitures he has done.
Well, you gotta be known. You gotta be good at something.
So one question I have is, you know that white frilly thing that people in the 1600s wore around their collar?
Yeah.
What's the deal with that thing?
I think it was just, if you had one, you were probably considered to be wealthy. But I really don't know.
I'm trying to find out how this guy died.
I'm going to guess syphilis.
I'm going to guess that you're probably right.
I shouldn't laugh at that, but it seems funny somehow.
Let's see. It just says he died London on December
He died London style.
1641. He wrote in a letter that he was recuperating from a long illness, syphilis, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look up what this I don't know what to Google here. 1600s neck doily.
Oh, yeah. I think it's probably fair.
Ruff. The ruff, which is worn by men, women, and children.
I would like. Did you have to have like a certain amount in your tax-free savings account to be able to wear one of those?
Let me find out. I think probably. There are some amazing photos
Ruffs.
of this thing. Like, some of them are just very outrageous.
Oh, I would get an outrageous one. I mean, if we're gonna get one, I'm not about to half-ass
let's
it.
see. Yeah, mid 16th century to the mid 17th century, the round and flat variation is often called a millstone collar. Sure. The rough, blah blah blah. They're starched linen. Later made entirely of lace. That would probably be expensive. The size of the ruff increased as the century went on.
So, would you go up to someone and be like, "You got a big ruff"?
I would.
Right?
But
Look at the size of ruff on you. Like,
I'm
what's-
uncouth.
Are you okay? Your ruff is sizable.
At their most extreme, ruffs were a foot or more wide. So that's like chest to neck.
You know what? We should get some of those for COVID. You're in my ruff, sir. Please back off.
You're in my rough zone. Get out of my rough zone with your COVID.
Yeah. Back up, please.
It doesn't say anything about class.
Maybe those who wore them had no class.
10 yards is enough for the ruffs of the neck and hand for a New Year's gift made by her ladies for Queen Elizabeth I in 1565.
Cool.
But the discovery of starch allowed ruffs to be made wider without losing their shape.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So people were after the big ruff. It wasn't just
They definitely were, especially that's what they said. As they figured out, as the technology got better.
right. As starch was found.
Hey,
So-
Rowie, how you doing?
So
We're
too
talking
is the
about
big ruff.
the thing that goes around your neck in the 15th and 16th century. We
The
got
big
there
ruff.
by way of Van Dyke.
That's how we get everywhere these days. That's how we travel.
How you doing today? How you doing today? What's going on?
Hey, Rowie. Thanks for popping in.
The fashion lingered longer in the Dutch Republic, where ruffs can be seen in portraits well into the 17th century.
Oh. Shane, can you ask Rowie if this camera angle's working? I feel like I'm not hanging out with anyone. I feel like my back's to everything.
You woke up to a carpet python in your room.
What?
That
Jesus.
does not sound safe.
What?
What is a carpet python?
It's a snake.
I got that much out of the python thing.
All my
Ooh.
fears. What? I want to know more and I don't, but I want to know more.
He says the internet says that they are large snake
Oh,
found in Australia, New Guinea, and the Solomon Islands.
and what will they do to you? Will they squeeze you?
Will
to
they
death?
kill you?
What do they want in your room?
Size 6 to 8 feet. Holy!
Jesus.
But how big was the one in your room? Did you just ask that, Doug?
Yeah, but it's fine. It's a pertinent
They are
question.
harmless.
Bullshit.
Oh my god!
If they're a python, they can be a constrictor.
They scare the crap out of me. How did it get in your room?
Or your house, or your, like, land.
Oh my god! If I saw that in my room, I would never sleep again.
Ever. I just die.
You know what? You'd have to wear your ruff to bed to make sure that it would bite your neck.
I'd wear the foot-long ruff. I mean, I might not sleep well,
give me
but...
give me the widest, biggest ruff you have. Right, I saw a snake.
I mean, yeah, in all reality, I mean, like, You'd have a cramp for life, but no snakes.
Oof. Carpet python.
I want to know more about this. Poor Rowie.
6 foot long.
That's what
They're
was
apparently
Jesus.
harmless.
Bullshit. They have to eat something.
And Rowie and the dad took him outside.
Like
Just picked him
on
up.
a leash?
Picked him up and took him outside. I don't know what I would do. I guess it's different if you live with them consistently.
Do they live in his neighborhood consistently?
Yeah, are you in the outback or something? That does not seem like... Maybe they're city snakes.
Well, there probably is. They run out of territory.
Oh, carpet pythons make good pets, apparently.
No, they
They're
don't.
very popular with reptile keepers. This is because of their manageable adult size of 6 feet. Generally calm temperament and attractive color variety.
Is this you talking or Rowie?
Oh, that's me reading the internet.
'Cause I'm having a little panic attack over here.
It's like one of the questions on the internet. It says, "Can a carpet python kill a dog?"
Hard, yes.
Yeah. Please be aware that a large carpet python could potentially kill and eat a small cat or dog.
Oh my God, Stanley and Vivian, I couldn't bear it.
Rowie said they'll protect you from the snakes. They'll pick up the snakes and take them outside anytime.
Him and his dad, perfect. We're moving in.
Can a dog kill a python?
I hope so.
Yeah, let's go the other way. Dogs can kill snakes, and it's not unusual to find people who use dogs to keep snakes away from their properties.
It's too much.
Yeah, you need a snake dog and a big ruff. So you need 2 types of ruff to keep it together.
Nice, Shane. Nice. I like how you tied that together. That was good.
Yeah. Perfect.
Or just don't live where those snakes are.
Well, there is that as well. But, I think it's probably nice wherever those snakes are, except for maybe the jungle.
Yeah. Whew. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. This is a lot for me to take in. Sorry.
Yeah. You're not a fan of snakes.
No. No. Hard no.
Hard no. Hard pass on the whole snake thing.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to
Not snakes.
not snakes. So, the first Winter Olympics
Oh, yeah.
ended February 4th, which is today, in 1924. This is the first Winter Olympics. Norway won the most medals, as is still happens, right?
Yeah, they're good at what they do.
And it was 4 gold medals and I think a total of 12 medals. I had this somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. Yes, 17 total. And back in those days, they had the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics on the same year.
Oh, really? Now, back in those days, did anyone do both in the same year?
Oh, most definitely.
Because if you're just
Has to be, right?
if you were fit, you just did everything.
Athlete's foot? No, athletes who competed in Summer and Winter Olympics.
There's probably a few. Bo Jackson probably did.
Istvan Davon from Hungary in 1912 and 1912 for the Summer Games in athletics. So very early on. And in the Winter Games in 1924, cross-country skiing, Nordic combined. Let's see. There was someone that did 2. Charles Stoffel from Switzerland. Summer Games 24 and 28. And Winter 24 and 28. Equestrian. And what was the winter sport?
I'm going to say dog sledding. It's a lot of silence.
Was dog sledding an Olympic sport?
Why not?
Okay, you're close. It's the bobsleigh.
There was some sledding going on then.
There was some sledding going. It's equestrian and bobsleigh. That's bobsled.
Bob. So he rode a horse and then he rode Bob.
That's pretty good. That's very interesting. Here's a good one. Tibor Heinrich von Omar Vixa.
Did you have a lot of pen pals growing up?
Tibor Heinrich von Omar Vixa. Did I? No.
No, I'm not surprised.
What are you saying? My reading skills are bad?
I'm just saying your pronunciations are amazing.
It's a hard name. Omorovica. How would you say that?
Exactly how you did. I'm not judging you. I'm just like, you just take on a lot, and I applaud you for that.
Okay. So this person did sailing in the Summer Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think their Winter Olympic sport was?
Did they have like the long, like Eddie the Eagle jumping?
Ski jump?
Yeah.
Yes, they did have ski jump.
Let's go with that for 1,000, Alex.
Ice hockey.
Oh.
They were from Hungary. I should say the country, right? That's probably...
Hungary plays hockey. I wouldn't have thought.
There's a big list. Well, back in 28, I think everybody did. They definitely had a team in 28. This is a big list. There's a lot of people that did both.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad I brought it up.
Whoa. Okay, here's a confusing list here. Athletes who competed in both Summer and Winter Olympics in the same sport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you tell me what sport is in both the Olympics?
No.
Hiya, baby. How you doing? How's it going? I hope I said that right. It could be La Baby.
Oh.
Yeah, we did this before, I think. La Baby.
I love
La
that
Bee.
name.
La Baby. La Bee. Blah. I don't know.
Are you talking to someone?
Yeah, I'm talking to chat.
Are they still here after you bittered their name?
Well, you're giving me crap about my pronunciation of names, and then somebody came in, and now there's another name that I can't pronounce. So you're gonna have to help me out.
Are they still there? I see Sad Girl. I see Rowie. I see Flux. I see Betty Bot.
Look at chat. Oh, sorry, this is in the way, Doug. I got you all messed.
That's La Baby.
La Bia B.
No.
La Bia B.
La Baby.
No, La Bia B.
No, La Baby.
Bia.
You're getting closer.
Bia B.
No.
Yeah, because BEA is Bia. Doug's version is wrong. Boom.
Ho ho!
Not that mine is correct. Just that yours is wrong.
That's very. Thank you for correcting me. I love being corrected.
We're trying. So the first let's get back to the topic here. The first Winter Games ended today, but in 1924, right?
Okay.
So there's this list of athletes who have competed in both. This is your question, Doug.
Yep.
But then at the bottom of this list, there's a list that says athletes that competed in both Summer and Winter Olympics in the same sport. And what we have is in 1920 in the Summer Games, there was 2 Winter Olympic sports played.
Mm-hmm.
What were they?
I want to say ice hockey, but now I feel like I shouldn't.
That's correct. Ice hockey is one.
And then
I mean, at that point, you have to think of the venue, right? If they're going to put a rink in.
curling.
Figure skating was the other one.
Oh, yeah.
But only in 1920. I mean, it's almost like in 1920, they're like, you know what? We should throw hockey in here. And then in 1924, they're like, wow, doing that in the summer sucked. We should do that again.
That's fair.
Second time here. You don't know the name of the dialogue's partner. That's me. I'm Shane. Which's version of my name has been right? Yes. Bia B. La Bia B.
I'm never gonna doubt you again, Shane, and that's saying
right.
a lot. That's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot. Well, welcome back. It's lovely
Yes,
to have
thank
you
you
here.
Thank you for stopping by.
You don't have to go though. I mean, that sounded like you had to go. You don't.
Maybe they do. Maybe they're places to be.
Anyway, interesting. 1924 on this day in history. A lot of gold medals for Norway.
Yeah.
Norway.
Have you been to Norway?
I have not. I'd love to go though.
I've not been either.
That's one of those places that. That's one of those places that, being a Canadian, I'd be like, oh, we would fit right in. I think.
If we didn't, there'd be problems, I think. I mean, with us, not them.
Yeah. I wonder if they still do well in the Winter Olympics, right? Norway? What's Norway's food?
Unclear. I don't know.
You were going to say something about their Olympics?
Hockey is all I really kind of pay attention to them. But are they pretty good at the, when you ski and shoot?
Yeah, biathlon. No.
That's the one. Well, maybe.
No, what's it called? It's called something, right?
It has a name, but I'm not sure what it is.
It's called something. Right?
You know, the old ski and shoot.
Yeah, it's the ski and shoot. Yeah, let me find out what it's called.
Okay, thank you.
Biathlon. I was right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes, I think they're good at all the skiing, like the cross-country skiing, anything
God.
that has that in it.
They'd have
all Norway.
They would have like a lot of tight buns, I would think. It's a lot of motion.
It's a lot of doing. I don't know if you've ever been cross-country skiing before. It is a lot of doing.
Yeah, I have. You're right. There's some doing.
Yeah. So last Olympics, which was 2018, which feels like last year, considering everything that's gone on.
Yeah.
Norway topped the medal count. They had 39 medals.
So they're so relevant.
Yeah. Norway, Germany, and Canada. 2018. And then what about 2014 Olympics? Sochi. That was in Sochi, Russia.
Yep.
Medal count. I think they are basically the Winter Olympic champions. Oh, they were third. We were third in the 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the same painting as last week. This is Doug's working on this commission for somebody in Peru, or the house that he is painting is in Peru.
Correct. Yeah. The person who commissioned me is actually in Ireland, and their mom, who this is for, lives here in Halifax. and they moved here about 17 years ago. And for her 60th birthday, she wanted a painting of her mom's childhood home.
Oh, okay. Childhood. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Norway came third in 2014, and Canada came fourth. So, we do pretty good in the Winter Olympics as well.
I would say we're right up there.
We are usually in the top 5 medals in the Winter Olympics.
And is it fair to say...
with it being cold and what have you up here?
Yeah. Now, would you say we're better at winter as opposed to summer Olympics?
We definitely have some
we have some good runners.
Specific summer things. Yeah, our 100-meter dashers are good.
They were, yeah.
They were, yeah, when drugs was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, we were really good at drugs.
Oh, and rowing. We do good at rowing and canoeing and
that's true,
the water row sports. We do really well.
I used to work with like 4 former Olympians, and they were all water people. Yeah, yeah.
Flux says one of my friends almost made it into the Olympics. She was pretty well a runner-up.
Cool.
Pretty well a runner-up. Like
people get excited about Olympians.
I can see why.
Oh yeah, I was asking them like, how is the Olympic Village? And they're like, put all the most fit people in the world in one place for 2 weeks together, and what do you think it's like? And I'm like an orgy? And they're like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's an international party sex fest.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
So you trained your whole life for this orgy.
Sex fest.
That's fair. Oh, sorry. Am I saying it wrong?
Sisfis.
Oh.
So
I can't dispute you because you're saying everything else correctly tonight. So.
No. So have you ever been to Norway? We were talking about that before. Have you ever been?
No.
All the way to Norway?
Never been half the way. Well, I've been half the way. More than half. But no, never been to Norway.
Any other Scandinavian country? Have you ever been?
Does Iceland count?
I don't know.
I don't know
either. I would
either.
assume yes.
Maybe. So I have been to Iceland, but if that doesn't count, I totally understand.
Yeah, I think it depends on who you ask.
Right. Have you? Been to any other Scandinavians?
No, I'd love to go to all of them. Finland, Sweden.
What's
Iceland,
the draw?
What's the draw?
Yeah. What's is it the food? Is it like what's kind of pulling you there?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the food.
Okay.
I think it's just kind of like it's such a unique area. Like the people that I've met from there are very interesting and unique.
Cool.
And tall. A lot of them are very tall.
Yeah, and as a tall man, that must be kind of like finding home.
And there's a lot of similarities with culture because of the whole winter thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it'd be interesting to just go and see how they live in winter. And I've watched a couple of shows, but the food is the one thing I don't know much about.
Yeah, me either, actually.
But I just looked up Norway food, and we've got Kjøttkaker is a combination of seasoned minced meat with many minor ingredients such as rusks or onions. I mean, this sounds delicious.
What's a rusk? Is that like a root vegetable?
I guess it depends on where you go, because in South Africa, a rusk is like a dry cracker.
Oh.
Oh my God, this stuff looks amazing. Cheese. Oh, the cheese.
If anyone doesn't know, Shane likes food.
Oh, you're a German? You're in Germany? You should come live in Canada. It's great here. I've been to Germany. I love Germany. That was a lot of fun.
You know what? I want to go, and
a-
I haven't been yet.
I had a whirlwind tour, and man, I had some good food there, and some
Yeah.
delicious beer, and some pretty fantastic wine. I went to a wine festival in Stuttgart,
Nice.
and it was fantastic. They give you this little glass, and then you just trade it in at all the stalls, and like wine's like 50 cents to fill that thing, and you just get smashed.
50 cents. Wow. Sounds
Might
amazing.
not have been. I don't know.
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna dispute.
And in Frankfurt, I went to this place, and they have this apple vine. Like it's like, I guess it would be like a cider,
Oh yeah,
but it's kind of boozy. And then I had this like pork knuckle thing, and it was all in this like open, like you just had big picnic benches, and everybody sat with everybody, and everybody was so friendly. They just kept coming by and pouring more apple wine in my glass, and it just, again, lots of drinking in Germany.
Well, that sounds like a good vacation. Was it a vacation or a work trip?
It was, it wasn't either. I think it was like, I guess it was vacation.
Okay.
We did. My dad had business.
Yes,
so
he does. He's a businessman.
He does business. He does like the business. Game meats in Norway, cheeses. Oh my god, this all looks so good. Pickled herring.
So when things open up for travel, where does everyone on chat want to go? I'd love to hear.
Yeah, what's the first travel thing? Your parents lived in Germany for about 5 years, and they said they loved it. I really like Germany. I think that would be a place that I could probably live.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty easy though. I could live in New York, and I could live in Australia as well.
I really like New York. I haven't been to Australia because they have like carpet snakes.
You know what though? I saw some snakes when I was there, but it wasn't like an everyday occurrence or anything.
Oh, in the cities you saw them, or just out in the bush?
Well, I lived in the outback for 4 months. That's where I saw the snakes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't go there, given the choice.
Yeah, as long as you have a someone who lives there with you, they'll usually just, chop it in half with a push broom or something.
Fair.
And just take care of it for you.
I'm just gonna hang out with
have to worry about it.
with Roey and his dad.
Yeah, Roy, you just take it, chuck it outside. But it was already outside. Doesn't matter.
Gone.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
To hold one drink. Oh yeah, they can hold their liquor. There's
Australians?
lots of beer. Spatzel. I love Spatzel. Yeah, where would people go once the things? Where do people want to go once it's done? I kind of want to go to New Orleans.
Oh, fun. Actually, that was where I was supposed to go last before everything got shut down. I've not been.
I want to go for the food and the music, right?
Right.
The southern food. I mean, now that I think it's. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
But I also like to go to Norway or Sweden, but I think it's really expensive to do that.
I've heard that.
Let's book a flight. Let's see. Probably cheap right now.
Apparently they are, but I've not looked into it. But I was actually talking to friends of mine in Costa Rica today, and they said that they're able to go stay at places that they could never afford normally because they're set up for tourists for very reasonable. So they're just kind of doing that locally. I was like, well, take advantage of it. Check it out.
If you have budget, Canada would be your first stop. That's cool. And then
Oh,
Iceland
cool.
and Ireland. You can hit Iceland on the way over.
Totally. And Ireland too.
Yeah, you could go Ireland, Iceland, Canada.
Or
I'm sure.
do one
I'm sure
do
it
one
would
on the
be
way
cheap.
over and one on the way back.
Yeah, you could do that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, a flight from Halifax to Norway
Yeah.
right now is between
There's no flights out of Halifax,
715
Jeez, that's
to
not bad.
1200.
Even that's not that crazy.
700, I think, is one way.
Oh.
Yeah, round trip is 1200 round trip. Ooh, there's some 2000 one way.
Is that first class?
Yeah, it must be, right?
I don't know.
One way. Where's the round trip? Yeah, okay. Here's I don't know about this airline though.
Never heard of it before?
No, it's even the logo looks pixelated and junky.
Oh.
It's like, okay.
Well,
Right,
I understand. I wouldn't go on a plane that had bad branding.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not so sure. There is some there's a Michelin star restaurant in Norway, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's very famous. Oh, there's a bunch of them actually.
Cool.
Next life. Yeah, I mean, no one can travel right now anyway. Well, I was thinking of Noma, which is in Copenhagen. That's actually not what I was thinking. Noma is the one with Renee, the Renee dude, who is I think he's from Norway.
Okay.
There's one that's like in the could be Sweden too. It's sort of like in the woods somewhere, and they do a lot of foraging for food. It's usually only open in the summer.
I kind of like that idea of like a trip where you kind of go like learn to make your own food locally and kind of like have to go like source your own products or source your own wine that goes with it or source your own oils or whatever. That would be pretty awesome. Because then you kind of learn the lay of the land too, right?
Yeah, I just spilled my drink all over the place. I have to get something to clean it up. I'll be right back.
No problem. So what is it about Iceland that would that attracts you to go there? Oh yeah, no, for sure. Iceland is stunning for that. Like even just it's quite green, but there's some beautiful landscapes and the rocks and it's pretty amazing. Like actually, I had lived in New Zealand for a bit and I got to work on The Hobbit. And then they were saying at that time they were kind of considering 3 locations for those Lord of the Rings movies, and Iceland was one, obviously New Zealand because that's where Peter Jackson's from, but also Newfoundland, which is here in Canada on the far east coast. So yeah, their terrains are in some respects kind of similar. So it's just really cool though because you have so much of the volcanic rock and terrain there that it's really stunning. Like you just kind of see some pretty bizarre land formations. But yeah, have you ever looked into? It's called Remote Year, and they're doing shorter trips now just due to COVID and whatnot. But you can kind of like go tour places for a month, and it's all kind of set up for you, and you just kind of go learn about that area. And Iceland is usually on there. Yeah, so I mean, if you kind of have that opportunity, they set it up. It's a pretty cool program. You would go and you could teach a skill that you have, but then they take you on these guided tours around the land to go either draw or paint or do photography. So it's a pretty cool program. Exactly, it is rough and beautiful, and the skies are just endless because there's nothing else around it. It's pretty wild.
You have an Iceland piece that you're working on right now, right?
I do, yeah. I have an older one too. It's a lot smaller, but I've got a pretty large one I've been working on for a couple of years. Yeah, I would say definitely go. It's super cool.
What was that program you're talking about? What's it called?
It's called Remote Year.
Oh, and you work.
Well, if you're like a nomad, so you can kind of work anywhere, it actually works out really great. But yeah, you can kind of like go share skills and things like that. Like it's pretty cool. And they'll, for a fee, they'll set up like your flights and your accommodations, and you have like kind of a pack to travel with, which is kind of nice if you're in a place you don't know, right? So yeah, I think it's kind of a interesting program. I certainly looked into it in the past.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
that COVID has taught people that most jobs can be done remote, I wonder if something like this, once things are done, will be more popular.
I would imagine. I mean, I think especially for these times, like they're not really working holidays, but they kind of are, like in the sense that you can kind of go take in another culture while you do your job as opposed to just staying home, right? Like that's pretty amazing.
All right, Rowie, thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Rowie.
Have a good one. I hope your dad's all right. I hope he's at work or something.
Yeah, and I hope you have no more snakes ever.
Big problem if you're self-employed? Maybe. But what if you pay yourself $300,000 a year?
Right. I think that sounds like a doable plan.
It's like, I'm the boss. I'm going to give myself a raise.
Yep. Yeah. All the money.
Yeah. If only that's how it worked.
Isn't it?
I mean, if you've got enough credit, maybe.
So where would you go, Shane? You said Germany?
Yeah, there's been a lot of things on my list lately. You know, Iceland's always been up there.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go. Travel's difficult for me at the moment, but
yeah,
I think some shorter trips. I'd love to go back to New York. I always love going to New York.
Yeah, New York's great fun. I always have a good time in New York.
Yeah, I love it there. I mean, I have some pretty good friends there, and there's always new places to explore. There's always new food to be had.
Yeah.
And then there's old favorites that are there, you know?
Yeah, and if you're bored, it's your own fault.
Yeah, I don't think you could be, right? I mean, well, you can be, but yeah. I mean, you don't hang out in your hotel. It's not.
That's right. But I don't know,
because you can walk around everywhere.
You
can just go walking.
Well, you kind of have to, because things are so small there. Like there's no big desire to stay in and hang out at home because things are just so small.
Everything's going on too. Like the best comedians are there, the best plays are there. There's music every night, everywhere. The food is amazing. So it's like all you need to do is sort of like roll the dice and say, okay, what do I want to do tonight? Do I want to go see comedy? Because there's gonna be some.
Right.
Do I want to go see a band? Because there's gonna be one.
Right.
What kind of food do you want? Like that's the thing that gets me about it. Is I did some. Over the years I've been for work basically, and it's interesting to see people in these buildings, and I'm like, all right, let's go for lunch, let's go to like this famous spot, or try this restaurant, or what about this kind of food, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go to Subway. I'm like, you're gonna go to Subway?
Right. No, it's true.
But yeah, to some people I guess food isn't like, I love food and I live for food, so
yeah. No, it's a fair point. Because it's there all the time, right? So it's not a big deal. Or as big a deal.
Yeah, where I have to go, like, it's a special thing for me, right?
It's everything.
Like, I'm not in New York. I'm in New York for 10 days or something.
Yeah.
I'm not there 365 days, so, if I
someplace...
was there all year, yeah.
Yeah, take me someplace fancy. Treat me a little.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to from there. I can go to Subway anytime. And I still don't go.
Yeah, I still don't go either. It's not a, even for the fast food, that's not a place that it's on my list.
No.
Do you have fast food on your list?
Me?
Yeah, anybody.
Mezza.
Is that fast food?
I don't know. Maybe. It's.
What you get, like a chicken shawarma or something?
Yeah, like I actually get the Mediterranean bowl. So I guess it must be fairly. I go there enough to know what to call it.
I'm trying to think was the last place that I guess I get pizza every once in a while.
I'm not a big pizza person.
It's expensive. I just end up making it at home.
Yeah.
Like I get all this stuff, and then the problem is I get all the stuff for it, and then I have to eat it for 4 days.
Right. Because you made too much.
Burger King.
I used to love Burger King when I lived in Singapore. I would go there because you could get a chicken Whopper with a chicken breast. It was amazing.
Flux says, have you tried Burger King lately? They rebranded and stepped up their game, and it's actually really good now.
Oh, no, I haven't been. I'd give it a go.
Most fast food is a no-go because of gluten. Yeah, that sucks.
That's tough, yeah.
But you know what? It's getting better. More and more places are being smart about it.
Yep.
And chucking some options out there.
Yep, that's very true.
But I would do food truck before fast food every chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though I've had some bad food truck meals.
What was the worst one you've had?
I went to this I like Caribbean food a lot.
Yeah.
So and there was this food truck just like in a parking lot without any other food trucks, just kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it was a Jamaican jerk chicken food truck, and so I was like slammed on the brakes, pulled in, and I got it, and it just was really, really, really bad. Like the rice wasn't fully cooked, the jerk had no flavor, and the flavor it did had was like they just put orange juice on chicken.
Oh, weird.
So it was gross.
Yeah, you're jogging a memory that I forgot I had. I was in Hawaii and found this food truck that had like amazing Jamaican food, which Seems completely off-brand, but it was actually really, really good. But I totally forgot about it. I was just like, oh yeah, because like the way they did the shrimp and stuff was just phenomenal.
Oh man, Hawaii must have been nice.
Yeah, it was kind of like a passing through on the way to New Zealand, but just to like not be crazy jet lag, kind of broke up the trip a bit. So spent a little bit of time in Hawaii and then Fiji along the way. But yeah, no, Hawaii was cool. I mean, of course it's the States, so it's expensive, but yeah, it was really kind of neat to check it all out. I don't have a super huge desire to go back, but I did swim with some like sea turtles, which was kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. Because I'm not a great swimmer, so I would practice like what I was my swimming. So I would like put on my mask, my snorkeler, and then I'd walk around breathing with it before I went in the water, just so I would feel prepared. I got made fun of, but you know what? I did what I needed to do to get done what I had to get done.
Yeah, I mean, do what you got to do. Don't worry about what the people say. That's how you do it.
The people.
Middle of nowhere should have made the alerts ring for that food truck. Yeah, maybe. It's like if they can't pick a better spot, then they might not be able to, they might not know how to cook either.
Oh, fair points. Fair points.
Bia's asking, has the COVID shitty influence on your commission situation?
No, actually. I think people are kind of like easing up on it a bit and kind of realizing like, oh, I'm at home. I should make my office space a little more personalized now that I have some time and interest. So yeah, no, it's actually been going good. Thanks for asking.
So the influence that COVID has had on your commissions has actually been positive.
I would say, yeah. Did I answer the question incorrectly?
No, I'm just clarifying for my
thank
own
you.
sake.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh. Sometimes I think I say things that I don't say, and then there I am.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I was speaking some names from some Olympians earlier, and it was a real rough go.
I know. I was grinding your gears.
It busted my balls.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's totally fine. I was not blaming. It's not your fault. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Glad you know. Glad you realized.
You've had no commissions since COVID? That's too bad. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
I've also had no commissions since COVID, but I
That's
also
fair.
had no commissions before COVID. I don't know what they would commission me to do. Hey, can you talk for a little while?
Can you?
Yeah, I can.
Can you tell Doug what to do? People like that. Can you tell me what to do? That's why they show up and listen, isn't it?
Yeah, because I just keep talking and being like, hey, Doug, why don't you do a little bit of this?
Yeah, and then I do it. It works out really well.
I'm looking through the historical events from...
Oh, yeah? What happened in this day in history? Is that what you're kind of looking up, that kind of thing?
Yep. In 1991,
Yeah.
Alex Trebek becomes the first person to host 3 American game shows at the same time. Classic Connection, To Tell the Truth, and what was the third one?
Do you want me to answer, or do you want chat to answer?
I mean, whoever gets there first.
I'm going to have to say Jeopardy.
Good guess.
Yeah. But I could be off. I don't know.
No, that's the one.
Woo! I'm glad I got that.
People
first.
don't want to meet me, and I don't want to meet them. That's not true. I would meet you, and I'm sure you'd like to meet me.
Oh my God, yeah. Come to Canada. We'll all hang out.
Yeah, when you do get to Canada, when this is all done, and you paying yourself $300,000 a year pays off,
Yep.
you take that Iceland, Canada, Ireland trip.
It'd be amazing.
We'll all hang out.
That'd be awesome. I would love that.
I want to talk about Alex Trebek a little bit because this was this is that thing where he had 3 game shows at the same time. He didn't start he started in like radio and stuff, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he also did hockey for a little bit.
Did he? Didn't know that either.
And he I don't know these other game shows, to tell the truth, and but today is also International Cancer Day or something.
Oh yeah.
And of course we know that we know that he died of cancer recently, right?
Correct. Yeah. This not too long ago. Like this. Not
November.
too long at all. Yeah.
Yeah, November of thing. What's to tell the truth? To tell the truth. American television game show. He's Canadian. Where's he from?
I believe Ottawa, but I could be wrong.
Tell the Truth, American panel show. How long did it run? There's no way to know.
It's over.
12
What?
seasons.
Was he the host for all 12 seasons?
I doubt it, right? It started in 56.
Oh, well, maybe. He's not a young man.
Wait. So there's different versions of it. There's a 12-season version, a 9-season version, two 1-season versions, a 2-season version, and a 6-season version. Holy smokes, man.
Is this like The Office? There's a UK version and a American version?
This is crazy. Nothing. Tell the truth. What's the premise here? Basic rules. 3 challengers are introduced, all claiming to be the central character. The announcer typically asks the challengers who stand side by side, "What is your name?" Then they all say the same name, and then the panelists are give these guys questions, and they have to figure out which one is the one.
Okay.
So this is that game that Frank Abagnale was on.
I don't know then.
Did you ever see the movie Catch Me If You Can?
Oh, yes.
With
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio?
Actually,
Leonardo.
I lied. I didn't see it, but I know of it.
Oh.
Sorry.
The guy that Leonardo DiCaprio played was Frank Abagnale.
Oh, fun.
So just like a...
So is that
He's
like
still
a
around,
true story? That movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me look up where Alex is from. Alex Trebek. George Alexander Trebek. Born in Sudbury.
Oh. Like a Sudbury Saturday Night, like Stop and Tom used to sing about.
That's right. Sudbury Saturday Night. What's the big thing in Sudbury?
I don't
They
know.
have a big thing.
Just one, eh?
Yeah, it's a single. Well, it's a single thing, but it's 5 cents.
A big nickel?
Yeah, they got a huge nickel.
Like a moose nickel?
No, like a real nickel.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not. I mean, I don't know if it's legal tender or not.
Thanks for laughing at my joke, though.
I'm 5 cents short.
Go talk to the moose.
The moose nickel.
But the moose doesn't like me.
Oh, speaking of huge things and moose, there is a giant moose in Norway. I think we talked about this before. And it's like chrome, it's like silver. It's this humongous silver beast of a moose. And it and Mac the moose from Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
They fight back and forth for largest moose.
Fun. I'm gonna go with the one that's from Moose Jaw.
Okay, I got to tell you though. Let's look at both of these.
Oh.
Here's this. I'm gonna pull up a side by side for the stream here. So we've got the one on the right is the Norway moose.
I prefer the one on the right.
It is so awesome.
Yeah.
It's shiny and humongous, and then the one on the left is Mac the moose, which kind of looks like it's got problems.
All the problems. Like
it
that
kind of looks smooth and like
Well,
it wouldn't walk right.
It looks like if it got wet enough, it would melt and fall apart. Where the other one just looks regal.
Yeah, the one on the right just looks fantastic.
I like the shiny one. It reminds me of that thing in Chicago. That little donut thing.
The donut thing in Chicago.
Yeah, there's like a famous like sculpture that's you go take a picture and it's shiny and you snap your picture.
Oh, the bean.
Thank you. Not a donut. A bean.
The Chicago bean.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah. Chicago's a cool city.
When you say it like that.
Yeah, but it's a cool town.
Chicago.
Have you been?
I'd like to go there. No, I'd love to go there.
Yeah, you'd like it there. You'd love it there, actually. There's no like about it.
I've had a bunch of friends who have gone there say that exact thing to me.
Yeah, I think it's totally your jam.
Can I get this? Nope, can't get that image. Anyway, it's a big shiny bean.
I love the bean. I mean,
well, and you're right. It looks like the same material, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
The moose and the bean, like very shiny and chromish.
Mm-hmm.
Chromish? Chromish?
Yeah.
The Jeopardy waiting jingle is playing in your head now. Have to be careful, DCMA.
Oh, will they get upset? They'll get upset.
How's that? That's some pretty good singing.
I like your singing. It's my singing you gotta watch out for.
Ooh, you prefer gastronomy, hotel photography? You make food look good, and I think sometimes if you do that job, and you take pictures of the food, did they let you eat it after?
Oh God, I would hope so.
Oh man, that would be such a perk to that job.
Well,
I'm just sort of dreaming about that.
Well, I feel like it does happen because here I am talking about travel a lot. Sorry, but this summer went to Michael Smith's place in PEI, and oddly enough, it was just where no one can kind of leave the bubble. We had the bubble at the time. Bumped into some people I knew, and one of them's a filmographer, and they were doing like a kind of like a expose on Michael Smith and his wife and their business and whatnot. And they did get to eat after. So I'm going to say I hope that's the case.
So I had a girlfriend once upon a time that was a photographer, and she did a lot of food shoots, and she would get to eat as well. But I know that that's not always the case. Like there were some times where she would go and take the photos and then they would just cart the food off.
So crazy.
It's like, okay, well, I mean, they might give it to the wait staff or the kitchen staff, or I don't know, throw it in the garbage.
But I mean, like, if you want a review, you want like someone to be like, oh, I took these photos, the place was beautiful, and the food was out of this world.
Yeah, well, some of that was commissioned for their materials.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Not necessarily a review.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just like smart advertising of like, wouldn't you want as many people as possible to taste your food to give a good pass it along?
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know about marketing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You Trebek, pre or post mustache?
I like him with the stash. You?
Yeah, stash. I mean, is there anybody that thinks the other way? Post stash?
Wonder why you got rid of it. Too many tickles?
I'm gonna guess cancer treatments.
Oh, you think it was that recent? Did he get rid of it? It seemed like he got rid of it a long time ago.
I don't know. Yeah, well, and we don't know because he announced his cancer late in the game. I think he had it and knew about it way before he told me.
Well, that's selfish. But you know what? It's his cancer, and he can talk about it with who he wants. So what do I know?
Yeah, let's see. He did it live.
What? Was it a fundraiser or something?
Must have been, yeah.
That's fun.
It was. When was this? He shaved it again. What does that mean?
I must have liked it.
Regrows mustache after 13 years. What is going on? Is there not a site dedicated to his mustache? Can I not? 2001, he shaved it for the first time, and then he grew it back in 2014. 2001?
It seems late. Sure than I thought.
Gastronomy hotel photography is not all about the food. It's mostly about the restaurant staff and rooms. Yeah, you need to capture the ambiance.
Nice.
The ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why did he shave it off in 2001? That's what I want to know.
If only you could ask him.
Let's see. Trebek says, in 2001, I shaved my mustache on a whim. This year I had 2.5 month period where we were not taping a show, so I grew it back on another whim.
He sounds like a whimsical kind of guy. I'd like him.
Mustache or no mustache? I'm gonna go mustache. Mustache.
Yeah.
That's like, did you ever watch Star Trek: The Next Generation?
I did, yeah.
So there's a question that floats around, which is a correct question to ask. It's similar to the mustache, no mustache.
Oh, yeah. I think I know.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you a Riker with beard or Riker without beard man?
Has to be with the beard. I couldn't take him seriously otherwise.
Stashes are in style right now, believe it or not. I don't think they ever go out of style. You have to be.
It just comes around, yeah.
You kind of have to. I mean,
they're not in style for me. I've never really had one.
I've had some fantastic ones.
Are you like Ron Burgundy kind of fella?
Yeah, I'm like Tom Selleck, thick, full, mustache.
Mm.
And my dad has had a mustache for as long as I've been around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never seen him without a mustache. I don't know what he would look like without a mustache. In fact, it's so there that I don't even like. I can't even really picture what the mustache itself looks like.
Right.
That's just how he looks, right?
Huh. That's cool.
Bia, as a woman, prefers not wearing a beard.
That's
fair.
That's fair. That's more than fair.
But Riker, beard or no beard?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Were you asking me, or I'm just keep?
I was asking chat.
Sorry.
I got your answer.
Shh, shh, shh. Stop yelling.
There was also a complete like personality change with Riker with the beard and without the beard.
Yeah, I almost wonder if they're like, we need you to be like this, or you're gonna lose your job.
Which did he had the beard first, right? And then he shaved it off?
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Did they think he got too old looking? Is that why they told him to shave it?
No. Maybe he started without a beard, then put a beard on, and then...
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
And then shaved it.
Huh.
Yeah. Ensign Babyface.
You like his baby face?
No. Oh my goodness. Have you heard the Let It Snow? It's
like
not Christmas anymore.
I don't know. Like, what do you mean let it snow? Like, maybe it's cold outside?
No. Let It Snow.
Yeah, I've heard
the weather outside is frightful. Anyway, they did a cut of Jean-Luc singing it with just like words from the show.
Oh.
and it is amazing. It's so good.
Cool. I like him.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Oh my god. Yeah, if you get a chance, you should watch that. We should save it for Christmas stream, though.
Yeah, let's do that. Save it for next year.
Riker with a beard has been pretty what? Pretty good? Pretty bad?
Pretty shitty.
Pretty crummy.
Oh, you get crumbs in your beard, yeah.
How do you guys feel about playing a game? You want to play a game?
I like games.
You want to do a little... You want to do a little Celebrity Net Worth?
I like Celebrity Net Worth.
Okay. As long as you want to play. You want to play?
I do. I love that jingle. It's that ending. I just always think it's going to come faster than it does.
Woo! All right, let's play some Celebrity Net Worth. We got some celebrities, I think. We've talked a little bit about some peoples.
Yeah.
The one that I want to do is
Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, Riker.
I knew that. I couldn't. I mean, I don't know that, but I just had a gut feeling.
Jonathan Frakes.
Oh, is that it? Sorry, I don't know how to say his name.
No. I think you were. I think you were right.
Well, I haven't been all night, so hey.
Do we want to do Patrick Stewart as well?
Yeah, I would love some Patrick Stewart. And
okay.
Geordie LaForge. Do you want to go all Star Trek Next Generation?
Oh, let's do it.
LeVar Burton.
Reading Rainbow.
LeVar Burton.
I love it. LeVar Burton. It's too bad Trebek is not alive anymore.
But he probably had a lot of money.
Yeah, we could do a posthumous. Posthumous.
I don't know how that works.
Oh, I'll just do 2020 in my search.
Okay.
Let's do Trebek as well, and that'll be it.
Okay. Hey, Vivi.
Okay.
You want to see Vivi?
All right. So, do we want to do this by rank?
Sure.
Okay. up or down? Start at the top or work our way up to the top?
We can start at the top.
Start at the top. Okay, so Patrick Stewart. Let me pull up some information on this fantastic man. So he started, I know this without looking it up. He started in theater.
Yeah, he's a big theater guy.
Sir Patrick Stewart is an English actor, director, and producer who's worked stage, television, film. He has a career spanning 6 decades.
Yeah.
He has been nominated for Oliver, Tony, Golden Globe, Emmy, Screen Actors Guild, and Saturn Awards. He's never no Oscar, eh?
What's a Saturn Award?
What is the Saturn Award?
Is that for like
best
space stuff?
Actor.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn Awards is American awards presented annually by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror.
Cool.
So Science Fiction Awards, which makes sense why he would be nominated for that.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Bia, you did do awesome on one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Patrick Stewart. Everybody knows him. Lots of stuff. He's been in lots of stuff, and X-Men, and Star Trek, and
theater.
And theater, tons of Broadway, and that kind of junk.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our guesses in. I think it's going to be a lot.
I would say. And he probably made his money late in life.
And he's very old. Don't we forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very old. He's 80 years old, in fact.
How old would he have been then in like Next Generation?
Was 87. So how many years ago was that? 23? So
24.
50, 55, 56, 57.
Jeez, I would have thought he was younger, actually.
He was a good-looking 50, that's for sure.
You're right, he was, yeah.
Yeah, and he did all the X-Men stuff, which had to pay good, right?
I would imagine.
All right, I'm going 210.
Whew. Yep.
What are you thinking? Yeah, it might be a lot. 210 might be a lot.
Yeah.
He's going 65.
I like 65. I'm gonna say, yeah, 65's good. I'm gonna say 72 million.
72, 65, and 210. Wow, I'm way up there. Yeah, he did a lot of theater, which doesn't pay much. And I think Star Trek The Next Generation probably paid well at the end.
But he did the Star Trek movies, too.
Yes, did Star Trek movies. And the X-Men stuff is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Anybody else out there want to grab a guess while I'm pulling this up here? Chuck it in chat. Let's see here.
And he had like he dictated that book Everybody Poops. Or narrated it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, what were the guesses? 65. What did you say, Doug?
I said 72.
72, and I said an outrageous 210.
Yeah.
It's 70 million.
Whoa, that's the closest I think I've ever been.
You're
But I'm over.
2 million off.
Yeah.
You're but a stone's throw. You're but a 2,000 of what I'm worth off.
Nice.
All right, Jonathan Frakes.
Same order.
We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to tell you more of what he has done.
Yeah, because that's all I know he's done. And then, well, no, wasn't he on the Gargoyles cartoon too as a voice?
Oh, was he?
A lot of the Star Trek crew were, like, Worf was the main one. Deanna was on there. I actually think he might have been, but I'm not sure.
He is. Yeah, you're right. He is 94 to 97 Gargoyles. Frakes is best known for Riker. Obviously, he's an American actor and director, so he did some directing.
Okay.
He also hosted the television series Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That's hilarious. Some of the memes that came out of that.
Okay.
He's 68 years old. So Next Generation stuff, a lot of Star Trek stuff on here. Gargoyles, a couple of movies, North and South, Clock Stoppers, like really bad stuff here. Paper Dolls, NCIS Los Angeles, Roswell. I guess he was on Sybil.
Oh, okay.
For a couple of years. I don't know what he did on that.
Must have been early on.
95 to 98, so after.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like with Sybil Shepherd?
Yeah, I think it was her second show, though, right?
I guess so.
She had a show way back in the day in the 70s and 80s. And then it looks like she tried to do another run of it in the late 90s.
Oh.
And I don't think that did very well. Yeah, so I'm going low on this one.
Okay.
He's never really gotten big out of the Star Trek bubble.
I was just reading that too. But do they get paid to, like, show up at, like, conventions and things?
Oh, absolutely. Appearance fees? For sure.
Okay.
But if Picard was 70 million and he did X-Men and stuff as well, then I'm putting this guy at 23.
Bia?
It can't be much, right?
27.
27. What are you thinking, Doug?
I'm feeling 12.
12.
And that feels generous, actually.
It does feel like 23 feels pretty generous as well. Okay. Let's have a look here. Oh, not bad. What did I say? 23?
Yeah.
Bia said 27. We're two on either side. It's 25 million.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. It must be all Star Trek stuff, right? Oh, this is interesting. At his peak in the series final season, he was earning 100,000 per episode. He earned 400,000 for 1994 Star Trek Generations, followed by 5 million for Star Trek First Contact in 1996.
That's a movie, right?
A film he also directed.
Oh. Huh.
Interesting. Okay. Pretty close. Pretty close. All right, LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Love LeVar Burton. Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
They say he is best known in his role as Lieutenant Commander Geordie LaForge, but I say he is best known for It's in a Book. Take a look. The Reading Rainbow. 83 to 2006. That's a long time.
Shit, really?
He was also, he was also.
So he was
Roots.
he was double dipping.
Yeah, he didn't stop reading Rainbow when he was doing the other stuff.
Cool.
Because he always cared for the kids.
He's always working.
He's in Captain Planet.
Yeah.
He was in Roots.
Did he host a game show?
I think so. What game show?
I don't know. Just feels like he might have been on one.
I think you're thinking of Reading Rainbow.
Oh, the game show, Reading Rainbow.
How many books can you read in 5 minutes? 0. It's always 0. Yeah, he's done a lot of movies, like a lot of movies in the early 80s that sort of, I don't know. I haven't heard of any of these, but that doesn't mean anything.
Still got paid.
He was also in Gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
Tiger Woods story, 1998. Did he play Tiger Woods?
Maybe his dad.
Oh, yeah, he would have been old. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, this is a tough one. I don't know if he seems to me like the kind of guy that would be okay with not making a ton of money on Reading Rainbow.
Right. But is that like PBS? Reading Rainbow?
Yes.
I don't know that they'd pay a lot either. But the thing is, it would make him popular. That it could be a good launch pad for him to go to other things. Because they're like, oh, people like watching you on that show. We'll have to pay to have you on the other show for you to be on it.
Yeah, so Frakes, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
Was 25 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that LeVar is much more than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it right on the head and say it's the same. 25 million.
Okay. Yep.
And if there's other people in chat, feel free to weigh in.
Oh my god, yeah, jump in.
Yeah. It's in a book. Take a look. The Reading Rainbow.
8 max.
You're going with 8.
Whew.
Okay, 8 million. I still think it's 25.
I'm feeling 18.
18.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I say 25 and then you said 18 and I thought, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Crap. Oh my god, it's 6.
What?
6 million. Wow, I'm way high tonight.
Yeah.
Way up there. Jeez, really? 6 million. Poor man deserves more money. Well, Bia, you got pretty darn close there. Is that done, Doug? Hello? Is that done, Doug? How about now? Can you hear me now? Oh no. We've lost everybody. You can't hear Doug anymore. Can you hear me? He's just standing there. Okay, you can hear me. You can't hear Doug. I can hear Doug. Let's see. Doug, can you speak into the microphone? No, you can't hear me, so you can't. You got to test your mic is here and it's going. Okay, hold on. I got to type in chat here.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah, I can't even hear anything in my headphones anymore.
Yeah, so your headphones crapped. Okay.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Everything's okay now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was weird. Your output changed somehow magically.
Oh, just
so
on its own?
The question I don't know. I didn't do anything. So the question was, are you done?
My painting.
This,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm done for now. I have more to do, but yeah, for now I kind of really wanted to work on a bit more of the structure of the house a bit more, and kind of like play more with the highlights and lowlights and build in a bit more of the foliage around. So the next steps, I'll add in a bit more detail to the windows and doors and things like that. Add in some more shadow, kind of bring out some more richness within the grass and kind of the stonework here as well, and really kind of work in some more of the sky and whatnot too. And just kind of have more of the bright colors pop, because that was part of the ask as well, to have this like really, really colorful. So I'm just kind of working dark to light to bring that to life. So yeah, it's taking shape here, so it's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking amazing.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's, I would say if there's 5 steps to a painting, I'm on step 2. So yeah.
Oh, really? It looks like it's done to me, but I don't know anything about anything. Maybe steps 3, 4, and 5 are really
small steps.
Really. So you won. Well, we have one more to go. I know that it got a little bit weird there with the thing, and I still think that we should do Trebek.
Golden washing machine.
Just to end it off.
Yeah.
You could get a golden washing machine. You know what? Woo. If you hit this exactly right, down to the cent, we still can't give you anything. But it's worth a shot. Everybody knows Alex Trebek. Let's do this one quick. Everybody chuck it in there. How much is he worth?
84 million.
See, I keep going high, and I was thinking 100. But I've been going high all night long.
So why stop now?
What did you pick, Doug?
84.
84. Flux says 15. It's more than 15.
Yeah. He'd make that a year.
Jeopardy for, yeah. And at the end there, he's probably worth quite a bit. I'm going to go with 70.
We might be low here.
You don't have Jeopardy in Germany? Alex Trebek.
Oh.
You said you had the song in your head.
Ding dong, ding ding dong, ding dong. Not that song.
Bling blong, bling blong, bling blong, bling.
Oh, you have a sling in yours.
Splong, spling, splong, spling, splong.
Yeah.
What? You had your own Jeopardy with another host?
You know what? To be fair, when I lived in Singapore, I went to a live taping of Wheel of Fortune, and they did not have. They had their own Vanna White, and she was like Miss Universe from Singapore.
I'm looking up the Jeopardy host Germany.
The name's right there. Frank Elstner.
What? Oh my god, he looks like Trebek.
That's very fair.
Like they tried to get somebody that had the same hair at least.
Yeah, but they're saying they watch German TV in Germany, and that's totally fair. They wouldn't watch Canadian television there.
Wow, yeah. I just thought that they would. I don't know. Have Alex Trebek learn all these languages. He's the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, what did I say? How much did I say? 70, right? You said 86. Flux said 15.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to just go with your gut here, Bia. Just chuck out a number.
Same thing though. Frank did many show things in Germany, just like Alex Trebek did here.
He went to school in Rastatt, Germany.
No, he did more than just Jeopardy. He had like 2 other shows that he did. And what else did he do, Shane?
Oh, he did a lot of. He was in broadcasting from an early age, so he did a little bit of like hockey broadcasting on the radio, and he did some other newscast type stuff before he found game shows.
Okay.
But when he got on to Jeopardy, he did like Jeopardy and a bunch of other game show hosting stuff. All right, I'm looking it up.
Sounds good.
I already made my guess.
It's almost the top of the hour.
It's almost the top. But this will be the last little bit here. Oof. You're gonna have to throw out a number. Let's go. 77.
I like it.
I like it too. What did I say? 70.
I said 82.
82.
What?
Even with the guess, it's 75 million.
Wow.
And Flux was so far off. He made 18 million in his last year of Jeopardy.
Holy shit. Wow.
His salary was 18 million in that last year.
Wow.
This is all according to our site.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, if we all work hard and live that long.
391,000 every tape day.
Wow.
$78,000 per episode. That's crazy.
So he'd record 3 or 4 in a day and be done for the week.
Yeah. They did a bunch in a row. In comparison, the host of other Wheel of Fortune, Vanna White's salary was $208,000 per working day, and Pat Sajak's was $312 per working day. Per show, they made less than Trebek.
Now
so
Vanna,
he was very well paid.
But Vanna is the host of her show now.
What do you mean?
She's the host of Wheel of Fortune now.
She is?
Yeah, has been for a while.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Not in Germany.
Perhaps not.
That's just a guess. Well, thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Celebrity Network.
Love that.
All right, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Doug, great job on the painting. It's
Thank
really
you.
coming along.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us from the studio and having such great hair.
You know what? I do what I can with what I got, and I really appreciate everyone hanging out and spending a Thursday evening with us. This is pretty awesome.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We'll talk to you later.
Take care. See you next week.